The South African Local Government Association in Kwazulu-Natal is gearing up to host its provincial members' assembly. Amongst the discussion points will be the launch of tech hubs to help municipalities set up tech youth centres. Now, let's discuss this further. We're joined by SALGA KZN Chairperson Thamsanqa Ntuli. Firstly, Thamsanqa, your town hall meetings, as you said yourself, are not really attractive to young people. How are you planning on changing this?
Good evening, Baron and the viewers. As SALGA in the province of Kwazulu-Natal, we have realized that the youth are not participating in the forums that are taking decisions about the future of the country or local government. And in our view, the boring meetings in halls, meetings under trees, meetings are not attended by the youth. And we have realized that the place where we find the youth more often is in the gadgets. They spend most of their time on phones. We felt we need to encourage local government to ensure that such a forum actually is actually used by ensuring that since KwaZulu-Natal is rural, we encourage the municipalities to ensure that there is some kind of the access, the Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi's provided by municipalities in specific spots, so that there will be a platform to engage the youth so as to understand their needs as the youth, so that the municipality, when they are planning for the future, they'll also have a platform to contribute. We discussed that and launched that program, including the youth that is even in the tertiary institutions, where we invite them for the input, so that we make the interaction of local government and the youth to be friendly, because you cannot separate youth from technology. Those are the inseparable actually things. Hence, we believed that as local government, now is the time that we make it a priority.
Now, let's talk about, those municipalities and how they can become a part of this. Like you said, you would like, Wi-Fi in all the communities, and the municipalities need to make sure that that's there. That's one thing, but how can municipalities then ensure that, they will be able to give the communities not just Wi-Fi, but also include them in all of these programs? And specifically, let's talk about the coding program and the requirements for municipalities that they need in order to be part of this.
In fact, we have a feeling that our youth in KZN, the majority of them, they are disadvantaged. And as local government, there's something that we can do. We all talk about the fourth industrial revolution now, which in fact emphasizes that everything which will be the solution in the future will be informed by informed by the understanding or the knowledge of the fourth industrial revolution or the issues of technology. Hence, we have launched the Tech Hub, where we are saying municipalities who have the access to internet with a secured venue, they must consider to have the gadgets. It could be the laptops, and also as SALGA have assisted them that they can have the free software that will enable the issue of coding. And we have discussed that with the Department of Education, and we have encouraged our municipalities to also approach the circuit offices, so that the youth from the rural areas will be brought to a facility with those laptops I was actually mentioning, so that they will be trained for coding. With the level of education, there will be some kind of providing the facilitators, and there are other sectors that are coming on board that are willing to partner in actually ensuring that we have the facilitators, so that there will be classes taking place in municipality buildings, which will enable our youth, even from the disadvantaged communities, to be able to participate actively and in the technological development which is taking place. They will be able to be part of producing some apps, some innovations, and we believe by so doing as a local government, will be encouraging the youth from the disadvantaged communities to participate in the ITC. They can actually participate even globally, as informed by the trainings that will be actually arranged by the municipalities.
Let's talk about the funding when it comes to this project, because a lot of KZN municipalities are buckling under the pressure financially. How is this going to be funded? You mentioned laptops and all of these things that these young people will need in order to be part of this. So how exactly will this be funded? And you mentioned partners being on board as well?
Yes, the municipalities themselves, already they are able to support even the youth going to tertiary institutions with the laptops. It won't be much of an issue to procure 15 to 20 laptops for the program. And on top of that, the private sector, in fact, as I've indicated, that there are those partners that are prepared to come on board, so that they will be also able to support the program on the issue of the struggling municipalities pertaining the funding. And for the transportation of the participants or the students, we in our discussion, in fact, will be even putting forward in the provincial assembly that just using the municipal transport, that using what is available, can actually enable the participants to arrive in the venue and to go back to the venue without incurring too much of the expenses. That is actually going to be the discussion that will be put forward, will be putting forward the SALGA in KZN when we host the assembly.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. That was SALGA KZN Chairperson Thamsanqa Ntuli talking about some youth development or a tech hub, as they call it, that they want to implement in various parts of KZN to enable the youth and also to make them tech savvy, as the fourth industrial revolution or the tech revolution will be hitting us very, very soon.